Что ж, всем привет. Теперь я точно знаю, что трансляция идет. Но, судя по всему, теперь все хорошо. У нас же Shapeshifting Детектив. И для тех, кто пришел к нам не ВКонтакте, вкратце расскажу, что это интерактивное кино. Вот вы можете на заднем плане видеть кадры с реальных живых съемок. Мы с вами будем расследовать убийство. Расследовать убийство, вселяясь, вернее, принимая облик других людей. Убийство определяется в игре рандомно, то есть любой из персонажей, которых мы сейчас видим, может быть нашим убийцей. Давайте попробуем. Сейчас будет длинная, ну не очень длинная заставочка, к сожалению, без перевода. Но в целом там ничего интересного. Вот. Детектив-убийца. Создана Линдой Коллис и Тимом Коллис. Это радио города Август.
It's 5 o'clock and I'm Alice Monroe with your August update. August police are appealing for information following the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Miss Shaw's body was discovered last night. Chief DuPont is calling the crime a violent and despicable act. Anyone with information about the murder is
рассказывается
urged to get in
об убийстве в городе
touch via the
Август.
department's confidential tip hotline. It's horrible, Poe.
Indeed it is.
Вот, собственно, радиоэфир прекратился. Начинается страшная музыка.
You need to learn when to keep your mouth shut.
Ты должен научиться держаться язык за зубами.
You know why you're here, don't you?
Да, я знаю.
Then humor me.
Тогда рассмеши меня, мертвая девушка. И еще.
What?
О чем именно ты подумал?
You have one
У тебя
job.
только одна задача.
Don't get caught.
Не попадись.
Do you think you can do that this time?
Сможешь сделать так в этот раз? Конечно, смогу.
It's a rhetorical question. You're going to a town called
Ты отправляешься в город под названием
Find Chief
Август.
DuPont.
Найди
He's gonna
начальника
think you're
Дюпона.
someone else.
Он подумает, что ты кто-то другой.
This person.
Этот человек.
This is who
Вот
you
кто
are
ты
now.
теперь.
Understood?
Понятно. Я начальник полиции Дюпон.
Splendid. If someone so much as sniffs that you're different, you'll be deprecated.
Короче, если меня кто-то заметит, я попадусь и попаду в тюрьму.
We expect you to use your ability.
Мы ожидаем,
Just
что
don't
ты будешь
get
использовать свои
caught.
способности.
And
Просто
never,
не попадайся.
ever
И
change
никогда
into
не
a child.
превращайся в
In
ребенка.
brighter news, August resident
Более
Mia
ярким
French
новостям.
is celebrating the
Жительница
return of
Августа
her
Мия
missing
Френч
pooch,
празднует
Harry.
возвращение
The
своего пропавшего
8-month-old
пса.
basset hound,
Восьмимесячного
Puppy,
щенка
was found outside
нашли
Darrow's
возле
chicken
куриц
and
и
ribs.
ребер Дэрила.
And that's 5 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
I'm Violet. Welcome to the guest house. There are some rules.
Виолетта
In
красавица.
particular, no shoes in the guest house. The carpets are priceless. Now, how long are you staying for?
Сколько понадобится? Не ходим по коврам, ковры дорогие.
Yes, the chief said it may be a while. I can see you don't mind getting your hands dirty, though.
Неправда.
There's not been many visitors of late. Perhaps the murder will bring some tourists in.
Посетители? Расскажи
It's just
поподробнее.
you and some tarot readers at the moment.
И несколько
So
тарологов.
deathly quiet.
Ну, тарологи не общительные люди, я согласен. Давайте про убийство поговорим. Как вас
Yes, the
зовут,
murder.
кстати?
You haven't spoken to the chief yet, have you?
Не говорил.
Chief DuPont. He's the one who booked the room for you. You
Ага.
look lost. You should probably go and speak to the chief. Your room is just down the hall, last on the left. It has its own back door. The chief said that's the way you'd like it.
Все непременно. Последняя
Just
комната слева.
finishing.
А вот и таролог. О, давайте погадаем.
You don't believe?
Нет, не верю.
That's okay. Sometimes life is just a stream of coincidences.
Но все равно
Hi, I'm
интересно.
Bronwyn.
Это Бронвин. Я Сэм. Очень приятно
Pleased to
познакомиться.
meet you, Sam. If you'd like a reading.
Давай.
So, what's your question, Sam?
Ну, это странный вопрос. Она не скажет, даже если укажет на нее. Я выиграю?
The Fool. I'm going to see a lot more of you, aren't I, Sam?
Ага.
Enjoy the journey. But remember, not everything is winnable.
Сказала
I'm
мне,
in
что
room
я
one,
шут.
that's down the hall. Lorraine's in 2, Lexi's in 3. And which room are you in, Sam?
Я лучше промолчу.
Mysterious. But I know you're in room 4, Sam.
Ах ты.
Don't do anything I wouldn't do in there.
Ready. Or at least Mexico.
Now that's a thought.
But, you know, I just thought it looked nice. Did you think so?
I think it's beautiful, but slightly frightening that it's from so long ago.
To be honest, it might just have been...
Радио сильно трогать нет смысла, но все равно на английском. Надо вселиться в рыжую девушку. И пойти поспрашивать посетителей. Хотя тут тарологи одни. Вообще убийство произошло в отеле, как я понимаю. Нам что-то не сильно много рассказали вообще. То есть пока я толком ничего не могу сделать.
The same metal in one of our earlier shows, do you remember? It was the same material.
Вариантов у нас, честно говоря, немного.
It must be bronze.
Correct.
I see, but it's small as well, and it has 3 circles attached.
Поэтому мы идем сейчас, ловим
But
такси.
I'm not sure.
Проведать начальника или посетить гостиницу. Я подумал, что он с нами, но если нет, поехали, проводим.
Good, you got my message. Chief Inspector DuPont. I wasn't sure you'd come, but I suppose you're between jobs?
Все верно. Я ищу работу. Меня
Well, we
зовут
both
Сэм.
know that's not true. But I like it. Sam. That's your cover now. So, the job. Dorota Shaw. 21, accomplished cellist, redhead.
Ага,
Strangled. I
задушено.
know who did it, but I need proof. It's the tarot readers.
Тарологи? Почему?
Because they predicted it. The older one, Bronwyn, she came into my office last night talking all crazy and saying Dorota was in trouble. I did my best not to.
Дороти в опасности. Ага.
It all sounded crazy to me. Tarot, the spirit world, cards that move, trans-dimensional thingamajigs. To be honest, I thought she'd probably been smoking something. And that's why I didn't take it seriously.
Вот тоже интересно. С одной стороны, если мы ей не верим, то, скорее всего, она как-то связана с убийством. Если вдруг мы допускаем, что она может видеть будущее, то как бы при чем тут она и другие тарологи, пока непонятно. В любом случае, интересный у него подход. Давайте спросим, почему она тогда не в тюрьме, если он ее подозревает.
Because things, I don't have enough on her. That's where you come in. The free guest house stay isn't free. I need you to work the case and report back to me. Find out things from the inside. Can you do it?
Конечно, смогу.
Okay. I'll be telling everyone that you've been hired by the Shaws because obviously local law enforcement is either too incompetent or too overworked to solve anything. That gives you a license to talk to people, but only notionally. Don't actually touch people or annoy them. You don't have any real authority, understand? But you help me out, I'll help you.
Значок и пистолет будет?
You don't get that. There's no badge and gun, just a hope.
Ну, я так и понял, потому что нет реальных
Come and find me
полномочий.
when you're settled. This is second chance Sunday for you, Sam. Don't blow it.
Так, О Дороти, пожалуйста, расскажи мне.
What do you want to know? She was a cellist, selected for a scholarship at Juilliard. It was in the local paper. I'm more of a Bon Jovi fan myself.
Неплохо. Бон Джови, неплохо. Когда ее убили?
Don't read the paper, do you? Yesterday, Monday the 9th, at approximately 9 p.m., according to the coroner. We got a call from the mother just after 10 p.m.
Угу. Где
In her
убили?
bedroom.
В спальне.
She was naked. Strangled. No signs of sexual activity of any kind. It was a weird scene to look at.
Просто задушили
There
обнаженную
was one
девушку.
thing, but it's strictly between you and me. Dorota had a gold coin in her mouth. I'm being serious now, Sam. Not a word of this. It's the one thing only the killer would know.
Золотая монета. Это тоже может быть связано с каким-то обрядом, там, в загробную жизнь ее, может, таким образом провожали. Разные же бывают. Бывают, что на глаза кладут монеты. Тут тоже расплатиться с Хароном или кем там еще, в кого верит убийство. Возможно, фанатик какой-нибудь или еще кто-нибудь. Расскажи мне о Виолетте. Кто такая, кстати, Виолетта? Ту, я помню, по-другому звали.
Born here, runs the local guest
А,
house.
рыжая
Young
девушка.
lady.
Понятно.
Where are you going with this, Sam? What's she told you?
Да, толком ничего не сказала, на самом деле.
She told you she's taking pills, didn't she?
Не
Let
говорила.
me handle Violet. She didn't kill anyone.
Ну, он тоже запал на Виолетту. Ну, девушка действительно красивая.
Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Я согласен. А у вас алиби есть? Ну-ка, по приколу.
Do I have an alibi for last night? Do I? Okay. I was here, and there are video monitors that will prove it. Thanks for ruling me out, genius. Not much. Perhaps you should do some investigating?
Ладно.
Said that I was a caterpillar, slowly nibbling on a pair of purple curtains in my bedroom. The sun goes down, and I feel my skin shedding in the darkness. I huddle down and wait for the sunrise.
Давайте
I
поговорим с
see you've been
Виолеттой.
to see Chief DuPont already.
Да. Знала ли ты Дороти?
Not really. I'm sure she was a precious lamb, though.
Драгоценным ягненком?
Yes, a lamb. Young. Innocent. Lambs get slaughtered, though, don't they?
Дороти была милая.
Nice, yes, that's a good description. Actually, I thought she was a bit slutty, to be honest.
О, как.
Sorry. I'm gossiping. I don't want to talk ill of the dead. Ask her boyfriend.
Как зовут ее парня?
Oscar lives at the vicarage next to the church. Don't tell him I sent you, though. I'm sure he's sick of seeing people already.
Такая шлюха и этот, я так понимаю, он какой-то служитель церкви, это как дельфинная русалка. Интересно, чего он там делает. Мы с ним поговорим обязательно. Расскажи о ком-нибудь еще, Виолетта, пожалуйста.
They're tarot readers. I'm thinking of asking them to leave, actually.
Не заставляйте их уходить. А, вот. Зачем вы хотите, чтобы ушли?
Because they may have killed someone. It's not great for my reputation, is it? Stay at Violet's, the home of killers and hobos.
Бродяги или убийцы? Давайте про убийц
It's
спросим.
not the first time I've harbored killers, Sam. I'm sure it won't be the last.
Вот как. Ладно, про таблетки потом. Нам важно узнать, что она делала прошлой ночью. Тем более, скорее всего, кто-то из них будет врать.
It's the strangest thing. I honestly don't remember. But I imagine I was here or getting groceries somewhere.
Ну, неудивительно, что она смотритель в гостинице. Бывали ли вы дома у Дороти? Мы не узнали про таблетки, к сожалению. Ну ладно.
No, and I didn't murder her, if that's what you're asking.
Но вы были знакомы. О, расскажи мне про таблеточки.
I take clozapine. I think they're for anxiety. I'm a very anxious person.
От шизофрении, не так ли?
I don't know, Dr. Sam, you tell me.
Она немножко обиделась, мне кажется. При шизофрении. Может ли такое быть? Я как-то смотрел лекцию на Теди. Там это все-таки немного про другое. То есть мы могли бы допустить, что там она как же Билли Миллиган, собственно, живет, его разум захватывает другая личность, там встыкнут на пятно, и вот он убил. Но это не шизофрения. Это нечто другое. В общем, девушка, безусловно, милая, ее мы не исключаем из подозрений. Давайте поговорим с кем-нибудь еще.
Wish it, you can do it.
У
Thank you
нас
for your dreams.
есть Бронвин.
Sam, is it? I'm sensing you're not here for a reading.
Ну и не для того, чтобы ты подумала. Что ты подумала, соответственно. Да, что за вульгарная поза. Несколько вопросов об убийстве у меня для тебя есть.
Chief Dupont thinks I did it.
Да.
I'm hoping you'll convince him otherwise.
Зачем? Нет. Как хорошо.
I didn't.
Снова.
We've only been here 2 days. I understand it's suspicious me being a stranger in town, but
Цыганка, что ли, какая-то? Космеральда. Предсказала убийство.
we saw danger in the cards and we tried to stop it. Trust me, Sam, we're on the same team. We
Как?
saw it in the cards, not images, feelings, impressions. Tarot can be very powerful.
Ну, вот это так не работает же все равно. Там же не будет имени, там будет... Да мне кажется, даже ответа на вопрос не будет. Скажут, что ну, действительно умерла. Ну, действительно, убийца действительно жив, что-нибудь такое.
Not these cards. They only tell us what they want us to know.
Где ты была в 9 часов ночи, мне интересно, в 9 часов вечера? Тут немного коряво будет.
In my room, reading. I found a trashy romance novel under the bed. I'm assuming it's Violet's. It's all swooning heroines and brooding vampire Casanovas. Thank God Lexi saved me.
Не покидала комнату.
No, not at all. Lexi popped in and we chatted for a bit, but that's all.
Может Лекси это подтвердить? Вот, кстати, Виолетту почему-то не любят. Ну, сейчас узнаем.
I said the book was trashy. Look at this place. If her guest house is anything to go by, Violet's the opposite of trashy.
А, Виолетта это другая девушка. Там Дороти. Это Виолетта ее шлюхой назвала. Так, ладно.
You're never reaching your end goal. These are kind of unrelated.
Я
thoughts. I'm
надеюсь, что
hoping
вот
that
это
you,
по радио
as always, can string these.
ничего нам не говорит. Давайте проведаем
Well.
Лекси, пока мы помним о ней.
Hi, Sam, is it? Come on in, make yourself at home. Mi casa es su casa. Come on.
Знала ли ты Дороти?
I don't know anyone in this town, except for Bronwyn and Rain, obviously, and Violet, and the Chief, and now you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous.
Как ты узнала, что она умрет? Подождите. Есть вопрос. Тут реально все тарологи?
Good old-fashioned fortune-telling. Well, kind of. We drew a card each and smushed them all together. Do you know what the most dangerous tarot card is?
Какая-нибудь виселица или смерть? Белочка? Дьявол, наверное. Дьявол хуже.
Nah, the devil's cool. The tarot one, I mean, not the actual one. I'm not a devil worshipper.
Какая самая опасная?
The Five of Swords. I think so anyway. There's nothing more dangerous than someone taking whatever they want, no matter the cost. Yeah, I did. Rain got the Knight of Wands, that's Dorota, and Bronwyn got the Ten of Swords, which is, well, you know, swords in general are bad.
Ну, слушай, по-разному как толковать, смотрю. Я не уверен, но, возможно, мечи это не всегда что-то плохое. Нам, помню, гадали в экспедиции, чисто парнями собрались все почему-то. В основном там на судьбу в ближайший год, какие-то такие вещи. Кто-то по реальным событиям что-то там. Ну, некоторые там любовь, какие-то начинания, вот это вот все. Как бы, ну, чисто из интереса. Потому что, ну, все равно своей судьбой ты управляешь сам. Но как бы приятно услышать о себе, ну, допустим, что-то хорошее внезапно. Ну вот это всегда. Если тебя где-то хвалят, то тебе, наверное, пофиг где. Давайте узнаем, давно ли она знакома с Бронвин.
She's like my big sister, so pretty well.
Она убила?
No,
Что ты делала прошлой ночью? Я знаю, не знаю, Бронвин сказала, что вы были вместе.
I was in my room all night with Bronwyn. We were painting our nails.
Покажи ногти.
No, I mean, yeah, I've already cleaned it off.
А я не знаю, как определить. Хотя, блин, ногти ж можно лаком красить. Ладно. Зачем вы
The cards
приехали
told us
в
to.
август?
Well, the cards of rain. Tarot gives us a rough direction and he narrows it down with some astrological jiggery pokery. He's basically a walking esoteric library. And if that sounds dull, let me reassure you, it is.
Вы делаете то, что вам прикажут карты?
No? Well, yeah. Well, no. We have a job to do.
Работа.
I didn't say job, I said job.
Сода. Это тут игра слов, но с русским переводом это все очень странно выглядит. Но как бы иначе никак.
Okay, we make a cheese obelisk, a chob, and depending on the shape of that chob, we get different answers to questions.
Что? Это какой-то юпи для гаданий? Не совсем понял. Ладно.
No, you don't.
Давайте будем откровенны, она какую-то фигню нам сказала.
Attached to what looks like a square, metal
Ладно,
square.
у нас остался
and then
Рейн.
kind of
You must be a new guest. Or you're burglaring us. I'm Rain, by the way.
Мне нельзя тебя касаться. Ладно, я скажу, что я Сэм.
Pleased to meet you, Sam. Enjoy your stay. The hot water goes off at 9, by the way. So it's cold showers from there on in. It really bugs me.
Ага, что ты делал прошлой ночью, кстати, про него мы не знаем вообще ничего.
I was in my room.
То есть здесь.
Praying, actually. I don't believe in God, but I was still praying. It didn't work.
А зачем ты тогда молился?
My prayer that the girl would be safe. We did a reading, a group reading,
Каждый по карте, да.
with a special tarot deck. The three of us get together and read the same cards. Bronwyn says it makes the whole thing stronger or more powerful or something, but I'm pretty sure I'd get the same answers just on my own. Mercury, it's not exactly from here. With a normal tarot deck, you'd have the question, so you'd be the querent. With Mercury, it gives you the question and the answer. The cards themselves kind of change. It's a special deck. I don't have it at the moment. Bronwyn has it.
Что ты знаешь о жертве?
I didn't know her. I know she was called Dorota Shaw. She was young, had red hair. Talented
Она была
musician.
виолончелисткой, я знаю, да. Кто следующая жертва? Не, давайте сначала как-нибудь связан ли ты? Скорее всего,
No.
нет.
Not at all. You're completely barking up the wrong tree there.
Ну что хитрец.
Spoken like the true killer, posing as a detective, trying to frame someone else for the murder.
1-1. Блин, ну там были вопросы, которые я не задал.
Oh, right. Of course.
You were right about Asian, a Chinese bronze.
Я хочу
line.
еще раз поговорить. Меркурий хочу увидеть.
Mercury?
Да.
Sure. I'll just get it. It feels a bit sacrilegious just spreading it out to show you. It doesn't really answer questions, it more asks them. Do you want it to ask you a question?
Ну вот я понял, что нет. Ну давайте подыграем. Это не считается, что я превращаюсь в ребенка, как сказали?
It wants to know if you're happy being the person you are now.
Да, она не должна ничего заподозрить.
Mercury doesn't agree. In fact, if anything, and I could be wrong, it's suggesting that you're not even the person you're saying you are now. I've only had that reading once before.
Ага.
And they say, I'm in a circus, walking on a tightrope across a pool of sharks. Poker. I fall, but I never hit the water. Interesting. What do you think, Poe?
Yeah, I think it has several interesting elements to it. They stand for, perhaps, some.
Find somewhere safe to transition. You're not a superhero.
Типа можно поспать. Ага. Я могу в кого-то из них превратиться.
Hi, I'm Bronwyn. I'm Bronwyn.
But, there are different elements here that I'd like to discuss, so...
Ron, are you okay?
I'm not okay.
Я не в
I'm not
порядке.
okay.
Well, if you're worried, I should be worried. Why are you worried? Should I be worried?
Are you worried?
Only if you are. This could go on in circles for a while. Let's just keep cool and stay in our rooms.
Yeah, there is, the stakes are high.
But what else do you need?
Oh, yeah, you need to balance. You need the balance.
Exactly, that's exactly right. So what the tightrope refers to is actually the balance in...
Bron, something doesn't feel right. I don't know what
Какие-то они
exactly,
все
but
подозрительные стали, когда меня
it's
увидели.
not right.
Thoughts on Dorota?
Well, it's hard to say with just one victim. Musical talent, red hair. If there's another, there will be a pattern. Do you think it's another right?
A right?
Вот я тут, ну, из-за монетки.
As in the same thing we were chasing after in Birmingham? I suppose it doesn't really matter. Just have to try and stop it.
Stop it? Birmingham?
The Traveller? Dead girls? Ring any bells?
Traveller?
Bron, you're acting weird. Are you still you?
Of course.
Stop freaking me out. It's not cool in this current climate.
person, you don't necessarily need to give them all of your time and your emotions. So,
Is there something I can help with, Miss Castle?
I hope we're not being too much trouble.
It's very brave of you to tell the chief that Dorota will be murdered and then stick around afterwards. I'd have run for sure.
You strike me as someone braver than. Why would I run?
You're prime suspect, aren't you? You look strong enough to strangle another woman. Even if you're innocent, a jury would probably convict you.
Even
Да.
if I'm innocent. You look strong enough to strangle another woman too.
Well, if you can't pay for your rooms, you might just find out.
Угроза.
and
Where do you think it's from?
Where is it from?
Area?
Oh,
Where in the world is this?
Мы можем поговорить еще раз? Не можем, ладно.
just trying to
A
think.
while ago, we had a story from this part of the world as well. Do you remember?
Hi, Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
From Egypt.
Yes.
Попробуем узнать, что они рассказали детективу.
Actually, it's more.
Who knows whether you've made the right decision or not, Claude?
Клод Дюпон.
How's Bronwyn? What were you?
Claude, we've been through this. I honestly don't remember. I checked my diary and there's no entry, so I was probably here, as always. I don't know. Which is exactly what I said in my statement. Don't try and get me to contradict myself.
How's Bronwyn been?
Ну,
Overly nice. She's covering her tracks well if she has anything to hide.
между ними
What was it I
определенная
asked you to do again?
связь есть.
You just told me to report back to you if I noticed anything suspicious. Good grief, Claude. You're a bit young to be losing your marbles.
Да ему за 40.
She's gone, listeners. It's amazing.
Этой девушке, я думаю, четвертый десяток идет, но ему гораздо
She's
больше.
still here. She's still here. I can't do this show without her.
And I can't do that.
Chief Dupont, what a pleasant surprise. I think we've covered just about everything twice over, but if you think I'm hiding something...
Считаю, действительно.
Who are you really, Bronwyn Castle?
Does it bother you, Chief Dupont, knowing there are things in this world that aren't black and white? You don't know what to file me under, and that makes you uncomfortable. Or perhaps you've already made up your mind about me. Why don't you tell me who you think I am? Hmm?
You're a con. You're a murderer.
Ладно, давай скажу
You're a
мошенница.
con artist.
Потому что с убийцей непонятно.
I haven't asked anyone for a penny.
Ага.
A curtain of blood ripped under her chin.
Good evening, Chief Dupont.
Это самый
Dorota's
позитивный
family.
человек.
What does the tarot say about Bronwyn ever be? Dorota's family.
Not since I've met her. She's a lawful, good type character. If you play D&D.
Угу.
Lexi ever been in trouble with the police? Have you ever been in trouble with the police?
I've never been convicted.
А
No.
что такие странные вопросы на выбор даются?
Been charged with any?
My mind's gone blank.
Dorota's family.
I can do a reading if you want.
Давай посмотрим.
It's the Five of Cups.
Какие
It
карты
talks
интересные.
about loss and dealing with that loss. I don't think you need a tarot reader to interpret that one.
I must set free.
Согласен. Мне интересно, скажет ли она еще что-нибудь? Я думаю, не скажет.
Dark Night with Poe and Monroe.
У нас осталась Лекси.
Oh, Chief Inspector, you gave me a shock. What is it? What have I done?
Tell me, why are you here in all? What were you?
Nothing. I mean, I was here all night. This cat's on her. Bron can vouch for me.
Tell me about Bronwyn.
She's an Aquarius. Her favourite colour is green. What else do you need to know?
Is she your leader? Are you prepared to go to jail for her?
Интересно.
Leader? This isn't a cult. She looks after me and Rain. Make sure we eat healthy and brush our teeth.
Она больше
Why are you here in
воспитатель. Это я знаю. Они якобы увидели на картах что-то и приехали сюда предотвратить убийство.
Well, it's not for the nightlife, I can tell you that. This is where the cards told us to go. I guess you could call it destiny.
Do you know anyone here?
There isn't any. And sometimes a girl needs a party.
He'd had too many stunned, lopsided sparrows flapping around his kitchen. One robin, several blackbirds.
Я выключу радио, оно мне достало. Так, идти к себе в... Ну-ка, а если я остановлю такси, куда я поеду? Я хочу кое-что проверить. Вот, я стану Виолеттой.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Я хочу стать Виолеттой и поговорить с Дюпоном. Мне вот это интересно. Могу я так сделать? О, могу. Это работает.
What's going on, Violet? Is everything okay?
Yes, I'm okay. No.
What's the matter?
The new detective's acting strangely.
Угу, странно себя ведет.
You can feel safe. I've already got somebody posted outside the guest house. It's an unmarked car. But you know Danny, don't you? Leyland's kid? Any problems, you let him know.
Опа.
Off you go. I'm being subtle. I don't want to see you back here, okay? You got anything to report, give me a call. Any problems, talk to Danny. Danny, remember?
Danny? I remember.
Okay, good. Just look after yourself.
Я не так много узнал. Ладно. Могу ли я поговорить? Не могу.
You don't trust me, do you, Violet? Is it because I read tarot? Why don't you let me pull a card for you?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Did you?
Yes, thank you.
I didn't see you yesterday evening.
I stayed in my room. You can ask Lexi. That reminds me, I think I found a book of yours. It's called He Came Through the Shadows.
А это точно кто-то
What
из
makes you
них?
think it's mine?
Your name's written on the inside cover.
Mrs. Gallagher, an unexpected pleasure.
How long are you planning to be here?
In town? I really don't know. Until the tarot tells us to leave, or you kick us out.
Выгоню раньше. Вы же не плачете.
How did you know Dorota was going to die? Why do you think How did you...
We didn't know she was definitely going to die, only that she was definitely in danger of dying. Tarot cards can tell you a lot when you know what you're looking for.
Ага. Могу ли я снова с тобой пообщаться? Я думаю, нет. Я уже вижу, что не могу. Проверяем Лекси.
Hello, Violet. Is everything okay? Ignore the mess. I was just going to tidy it up.
Did you have a pleasant...
Great, thanks. The room's really lovely.
But you weren't in this room, were you?
А Виолетта интересная довольно женщина. Вот такими методами действует. Я не видел тебя
I
вчера.
didn't see... But you...
Oh no. Was I sleepwalking again? I haven't done that since...
Опа!
For ages. I didn't come into your room, did I?
Погодите. Погодите. Они вроде как, если я правильно помню, должны были быть в этой комнате вместе с Бровин.
Yes.
Возможно, ты ходила во сне. А в любом случае это блеф.
Yes.
Давайте скажем да и посмотрим, что он расскажет про свой лунатизм.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why I do that. It only seems to happen when there's a lot of bad energy floating around. Robin says I just stand there and stare. I didn't catch you, not sleeping, did I?
Мне надо... Попробуем узнать про лунатизм. Не скажет ничего, да? И Рейн, я думаю, тоже ничего не скажет. Угу, интересно. По сути-то у нас не так много подозреваемых на самом-то деле. Проверить начальника, посетить гостиницу. Я думал, подозреваемых будет больше. Ладненько. А если я Виолеттой скажу, что типа она... Или Виолеттой признаюсь в убийстве? Вот интересно будет, да? Ну, не, я не считаю, что она убийца. Ну, все может быть.
Hello, I'm Rain. I'm Rain.
Рейн такой беспокойный, по-моему, да? Но в то же время...
Ray, I'm busy. You gonna turn yourself in?
Я не всеми поговорю с
Yeah.
начальником. А если я скажу... Да, я запутаю следствие.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry. A woman is dead. Go play card games somewhere else or whatever the hell it is you do.
Have you met the new detective yet? We're basically under 24-hour surveillance now.
Do you think Sam's onto us?
Onto what exactly?
The real reason we're here. What we did, our role in the murder.
О, наша роль в убийстве.
We just predicted murder. It's a prophecy, not a to-do list. I don't want to look like we're hiding something, but
Я
at the
выбрал
same time,
отвратительный вариант.
We're hiding something?
we're being cautious. We said one thing to the chief and look where that got us now. I don't think August is ready for any more strange.
Ну, блин, я задал отвратительный вопрос. Я так понимаю, она мне больше ничего не скажет, верно? Блин, вот я тут протупил, конечно. Я задал вопрос, то, что, ну, очевидный, о том, что мы уже знали. Возможно, было что-то еще более интересное. Непонятно. Поговорим с Фиолетой. Опа, а где Виолетта? И что это значит? Возможно, этим стоит воспользоваться или нет? Это дико странно.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Может быть, у меня получится куда-то побраться? Не получится. Ничего нового. Ладно. Реально, куда подевалась Виолетта?
I'm Rain.
То есть и вот это вообще не подозрительно. Вроде тут должен быть какой-то более интересный геймплей, судя по отзывам. Пока мы просто с вами опрашиваем всех. Ну, не знаю. С Бронвин мы поговорили первой. На очереди Лесли.
Rain,
Лекси.
I'm so worried about Bronwyn. What are we going to do?
Why are you worried about...
The chief thinks she killed Dorota.
Maybe she did kill Dorota.
That's not even funny, Rain. Bronwyn's the least murdery person we know. But okay, let's say she did do it. What possible reason could she have for killing Dorota?
Psychopathic tendencies? Crime of passion?
Maybe. Maybe Bronwyn and Dorota were secretly lovers. And Bronwyn found out that Dorota was seeing someone else and killed her in a jealous fit of rage. Or maybe that's just another one of your twisted late-night fantasies, in which case, leave me out of it.
Где-то я недавно встречался с понятием преступления. Фильм «Мое преступление». Режиссера Озона, по-моему, Франсуа Озон. Ну, довольно интересно. Про то, как девушка взяла вину на себя. И на самом деле жизнь ее после этого наладилась. Мы ходили к Лекси. Куда подевалась Виолетта?
Before you even open your mouth, I'd just like to remind everyone around here that I did not kill Dorota. Question after question after question after question. If Chief DuPont thought it was me, I'd still be at the station. So can we please talk about something else?
Вот те раз. Не хочешь со мной разговаривать, правда? Ладно. Могу ли я поговорить с кем-то другим? Не могу. Я могу съездить к начальнику.
It's 6 o'clock, and you're listening to Radio August. Police investigating the murder of Dorota Shaw are appealing to the community to help catch her killer. The body of 21-year-old Miss Shaw, an accomplished cellist, was found in her home last night. Police are describing the murder as a violent and despicable act. Monroe?
It's just terrible. Meanwhile, out of respect for the victim and her family, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed.
Это
New
Голландия?
dates will be announced shortly, so do stay tuned to Radio August for updates.
I heard Dorota Shaw was due to play this weekend.
At the Tulip Festival.
Indeed. I understand why they'd want to postpone it. Tonight the weather will be mostly dry and warm, but be on the lookout for dark clouds on the horizon, as there may be scattered showers. Best take an umbrella, Monroe, so you don't get wet.
I like getting wet. That's 6 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Продолжить расследование или следующая глава. В целом, мне кажется, на данном этапе, друзья, мы с вами все узнали, что можно узнать. Давайте к следующей главе перейдем. Проведать начальника, проведать Оскара. Кстати, Оскар – это парень. Сейчас мы попробуем вспомнить. Дороти. Парень Дороти. Мы хотели с ним пообщаться. Давайте пообщаемся с ним в первую очередь.
Who are you?
Я Сэм.
Right, because the local police are so rubbish. It's been a day, a whole day. It's typical of them.
Что она в тебе нашла? Ладно. Что ты можешь рассказать мне о родителях? Или подожди, видел ли ты ее вчера?
Yeah, I went round there in the afternoon. Her parents were at work, and we were, hanging out. I left at about 5.
Ее убили в 9.
Playing football. It was just 5-a-side. Finished at about 9:30. I called her, but she never picked up. Not long, a couple of months maybe. We did care for each other.
Ага.
No, why?
Ну вот это, мне кажется, не стоит говорить.
Chief DuPont said there was no signs of anything like that.
Ты прав.
What, you mean watching us? That's disturbing. No, it couldn't have been. The only place he could have hidden would be in the closet. And I suppose someone could have hidden in the closet. Yeah, it's big enough for 2 people to have sex in. Not 4.
Хороший такой шкаф. Стоит ли задавать этот вопрос? Давайте пропустим его.
Not much. They always seemed happy to see me. I don't think they meant it. They wanted Dorota to focus on her music.
Вот 2 месяца уже были знакомы с родителями. Бывает, что проходит гораздо больше времени.
Clothes, mainly. I did see something that freaked me out a bit. She had a wedding dress in there. She knew I'd seen it, but we never talked about it. Not even as a joke.
Интересно. Я не смогу с ним поговорить еще раз, ладно.
Any more news on Oscar Wainwright?
Играл в футбол. Ночью, это так странно.
Yep, that's what he told me too. Not a suspect. Just the tarot readers. No one else is remotely suspicious compared to them. Dorota's an only child. She lived with her mum and dad. Monday night was movie night, so they'd go and watch the 8 o'clock at the Odeon. Dorota would get the house to herself. They're devastated, naturally. They left town to stay with relatives. They didn't do it, Sam. Although, perhaps I should have made them stay.
Каким образом? А, ну в смысле остаться потом для дачи показаний и прочее.
Rain says he was praying in his room, alone. Nobody corroborates. Bronwyn and Lexi say they were in the same room last night. Shame they can't agree which one. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which is strange. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. That's it.
Знаете, почему-то никто не обращает на это внимания, но парень ночью играл в футбол. Ну, понятно, что корявый перевод 9 вечера, но все равно очень интересная ситуация. В любом случае, он у нас вне подозрений. Мне интересно, что детектив покрывает Виолетту. Мне хочется тоже доверять Виолетте, но все-таки это странно. Давайте в гостиницу. Я боюсь подходить к Виолетте, она сейчас опять будет кричать. Я думаю, что...
She flaunts herself. Her body. Had boudoir photographs taken. Who do you think those photos were for, Sam?
Для
Her
Оскара?
mother? Not really, just gossip. Apparently she went to have some portrait photos done and started stripping off. Weston's photographic. Zach Weston. He'll get himself into trouble one of these days. If you keep taking pictures of pretty girls in their underwear, somebody's going to get upset.
Оскар?
Vicar's son? No, as far as I can tell, Oscar is
Я
a
же говорю, он
good
сын
boy.
священника.
But we've all got different
Не просто
faces
так в
now,
викарии
haven't we,
живет.
Sam? The masks we wear. I could be a satanic cultist behind closed doors, but you'd never know, would you, Sam? Zach's the local photographer. You should go and talk to him, Sam. You're good at talking. At Weston's photographic, off the high road. It's late, but he's always there. I have a good memory. I'm still holding grudges from when I was 4.
Я бы поговорил с ним, но я поговорил бы с ним от лица Виолетты сначала. Потому что если я туда приду сначала детективом, а допустим потом за кем-то еще скажу, возможно, они как-то это отметят. Я не знаю, насколько тут прописано, но вполне возможно будет так.
She gets easily confused. Use of today. Fine. Jeeve Dupont was breathing down her neck, so we thought it would be simpler if we stuck together. If these walls weren't separating our rooms, then technically it'd be true. To protect Lexi. None of this is her fault, and she gets anxious easily. I was just trying to take the pressure off. I'm sorry, Sam. I never usually lie. I was logged into Tarotasm. It's a phone reading service, and I get paid by the minute. Which, now that I'm saying it, it's not something I really should be bragging about. Yes, he came to see me. He wanted to know that she was okay.
Про свадьбу спрашивал?
Spiritually speaking.
В контакт с духом Дороти. Не лучше это.
He confided in me quite a bit, actually. He seemed to appreciate having someone to talk to, and he knew I couldn't tell anyone what he said.
Она не скажет. Или скажет.
Oh, Sam. You know I can't do that. Tarot reader client confidentiality.
Ладно. Снова всех опросим сначала, потом будем
Sam.
развлекаться.
What can I do for you? Birmingham. We couldn't save anyone there either. The problem with travelers is... Let's put a pin in this one, Sam. Let me ask Bronwyn. If she says it's okay to talk about it, it's okay to talk about it. We're trying to save people. We didn't. Lexi used a Ouija board to get the name.
Ага.
It kinda did. It's hard getting
С
an
этим я
exact
согласен.
name out of 78 cards.
С доской Ouija.
But considering we'd never heard of Dorota Shore, it painted a pretty good picture otherwise.
А доска Ouija — это же когда общаешься с духом. С духом кого бы они общались, мне интересно.
No. Lexi needs to give it context from the tarot reading. A lot of the time it comes up with nothing. Or a sordid comment directed at Lexi. I think that's why she keeps using it, to be honest. Once we thought there was going to be a murder, Lexi used the Ouija board to find out the victim's name. It spelled out Dorota. Just...
Это же надо
This is going to
связаться с
sound
духом.
weird. Most people believe Ouija boards contact the
Вот,
dead.
я так думал.
So if Lexi contacts a dead person, that person needs to know what happens in the future. Ergo, maybe the person she's contacting is from the future. A time traveler who died here.
Ну, это странно.
Yes. Well, not just time travel, time and space travel is also possible. If we accept the fact there are multiple realities, we must also accept there are others like us who found a way to travel between these realities.
Но вы же не путешествуете между реальностями. Вы просто, скорее всего, из Бирмингема в август приехали там на автобусе, не знаю. Это немножко другое.
Hi Sam, back from more already?
Да.
I didn't. How did you find out? Am I in trouble? Ron was worried about me not having an alibi. She was logged in doing phone readings, so she's alright. But there's nothing to prove that I was here. I was though, cross my heart and hope to die.
А можно она расскажет, что она делала?
Traveller? That's a really old role-playing game, isn't it? Oh, did he now? Well then, you know what I know. I guess you must be a part of our inner circle. How does it feel? Cheeky? Are you flirting with me? God, I'm such a bad judge of character. Just ignore me.
Блин, я хотел да нажать. Эх, ладно. Прости. Я просто надеялся, что мы больше узнаем, но у меня мышка не туда нажалась.
No, I think Bronwyn met him though. You'd have to ask her, or him. It's not my place to say. Oh, it's just your run-of-the-mill spirit communication device? Want to know how it works? Cool, okay. So Ouija boards send us messages from the spirit world, right? But where is the spirit world? I mean, there's planets and stars and space. The spirit world must be really far away beyond all that. We're so far to travel, messages from the spirit world must take ages to get here. Like how light from the sun takes 8 minutes or something to reach us. You still with me?
Да, вещи слушаю.
Oh, you're sweet. Where was I? Oh, so here's my point. The spirit world is actually several hours ahead of us. That's how we get messages about things that haven't happened yet. That's how we got Dorota's name. Because in the spirit world, she was already dead. I know, mind-blowing.
Интересно. Ладно, мне надо сейчас. Сейчас я подумаю.
Your ability isn't endless. It will run out at some point.
Вот это плохо. Не, подождите. Я хочу сначала детективом опросить...
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief
Рано.
DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stick with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's 7 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Не, продолжить расследование. Проведать Оскара.
That's personal. I said I don't want to talk about it. No, not to me anyway. She wasn't into fortune telling or any of that stuff. Yeah, Chief DuPont told me. He thinks it's one of them that killed her. Bronwyn? That's disturbing. Not impossible. I don't think those two ever met. Why would you say that?
Что я понял? Я не могу посетить фотографа, к сожалению. Но с кем мы можем поговорить? С Рейном. Вернее, Рейном я поговорю с Лекси.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Потому что наоборот делать нет смысла.
What do you think of Sam?
Oh, I'll totally hit that. Apart from the whole investigating Bronwyn for murder thing, of course. But that's a minor flaw. I can work around it.
I hear Sam likes you too.
Really? Well, you know, I'm not surprised. I am a total babe.
Типа это все? Это не совсем то, чего я ожидал.
Don't forget the group reading, Ray. By which I mean, if you see Lexi, tell her not to forget the group reading.
What's the plan?
We still don't know what we're dealing with. There's every chance that it could just be a normal human murder.
What if it's not?
Then we have to assume that it's some kind of traveler.
A traveler from where?
From where? From when? We don't even know if it is a traveler yet. Let's just get the group reading done. Maybe then we'll have some answers.
Интересно. Есть ли смысл говорить с Виолеттой? Мне кажется, нет.
Ah, Rain, can I help?
About last night.
Was there a problem?
My tap was dripping, but I fixed it. Where were you?
О, кстати, да, вот мне тоже интересно.
Dripping? Maybe I was in my bedroom. That's out of bounds to you.
Я могу стать Оскаром, а зачем? Давайте попробуем поговорить с Бронвyn еще
I'm
раз.
Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
Что меня действительно беспокоит, что мне сказали, что способность может исчезнуть в какой-то момент. Опа! А что за дела? А где все?
Oscar Wainwright, what a surprise.
Мне кажется, сейчас все спалю нафиг.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Где все? Или это типа Оскаром только нельзя? Я боюсь кого-то из них убирать, потому что, возможно, у них сейчас групповой сеанс какой-то, типа того. О! Ты снова здесь.
It's Lexi's. I like to think it works the way most metaphysical things work. Through energy.
Энергия.
Everything is energy. You, me, that chair. If you focus hard enough on something, you attract energy, like an electrical current that connects A
Довольно много
to
мистики.
B and lights up a bulb.
Может съездить к кому-нибудь? А если я... Есть идея. Если я ей...
Hi, I'm Bronwyn.
Съезжу к
Bronwyn.
Оскару.
Didn't expect you to come back. Have you contacted Dorota?
No. Yes. Yes. She says you know who killed her.
She said what? Why would she say that? She'd never have said that. Why are you lying to me?
Ладно.
I'm probably confused. She said you knew.
I knew. Maybe it's someone I know? Is that what she means?
I'm sorry the police ignored our prediction. I'm sorry the...
It's okay. Just... How did you know? How did you come up with a name and then... she's gone?
She's not gone. She's waiting to... How could someone even get into...
The usual way? The front door? Like, it's a townhouse and she's on the 3rd floor. So, other than teleporting or a big ladder, that's the only way.
Do you get on with Dorota's family?
Not really. Especially not now. They're convinced I got her into the wrong crowd or something. Am I really a bad influence?
Yes. No.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I know it's a bit soon, but maybe we can grab coffee sometime? Just to chat about things.
Ах ты жук.
No, thanks. Yes.
А может быть, мы так узнаем что-нибудь
I
еще?
like you, Bronwyn. How about soon? How about tonight? I can come to the guest house?
У тебя девушка только что умерла. Вообще довольно подло. Ладно.
So it's a date? Sort of. I'll see you soon.
Нифига себе. Ладно, может быть, мы что-нибудь узнаем таким образом.
Hi. Hey. Hello.
Вообще довольно
Sorry,
подло.
I'm not used to dating so soon.
I'm actually not in the... It's okay. We can take
Стоп.
it slowly.
Но если она в этой комнате, не получится ли так, что тут будет еще одна промба.
Oh, I wasn't sure I was thinking on doing anything, physical.
It's okay. Get up in the bed. It's okay.
Thanks, Bronwyn. I'm still trying to make sense of it all. I noticed I've got some Earl Grey in the hallway. I know it sounds a bit rude, but I'd really like some if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Actually, I don't like leaving people alone in my room.
Типа, чтоб я сходил за Эрл Греем? Вот
Sure, I'll be right back.
это подозрительно. Он сопрет что-нибудь или что-то в этом роде.
Actually,
Well, what if I wanted you to leave so that I could make myself more comfortable for you?
get out. I know what you're trying to do.
I really don't think I'm ready for this.
Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
Какая-то фигня началась.
Shh, baby, just a little pressure down there.
Я надеюсь, что сейчас нож приставлю к нему, не знаю.
No, wait, please. Can you just get off me, please?
I'm sorry, you're right.
Ладно, давайте попробуем.
Get off me! Get off! I can't do this. I don't care what the chief wants. I just can't. How can you want to sleep with me? Did you kill her? Did you kill Dorota?
Yes. No.
Yes, you did. You liar, you did.
Было красиво. И ачивку получили.
Bron, I'm so glad you're here. We need to talk.
Is something wrong?
No one can hear us, right? I mean, I'm assuming this room isn't bugged, although knowing Violet, there's probably cameras everywhere.
You think Violet's a voyeur?
Probably. I don't know. She has that look about her, don't you think? Like she knows something she's not letting on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's cameras hidden in the wardrobe.
What have you got to hide?
Nothing. Though I'd rather she didn't see me dancing around in my underwear. I only do that for people I love.
Do you love me?
Ну, конечно же, да. Но зачем мне эта информация? Началась какая-то мелодрама. Ладно.
Of course I do, Bron. See? And now that's on film. I hope you enjoyed that, Violet. Listen, we need to talk about our alibi.
What about our alibi?
Оно у вас рушится, потому что вы говорите оба разные вещи.
I know you said it would be better if we said we were together, but lying about your alibi, that's pretty serious. Are you sure it was a good idea?
We should do whatever it takes.
You're acting like we've got something to hide. Bron, is there something you're not telling me? Why'd you ask me to lie? Were you really in your room all night?
Yes.
Или no?
No.
А если мы ее запутаем?
Where were you? Bron, don't mess me around, you're scaring me.
I'm just kidding. I was here all night.
Ха.
I was at Dorota's house. I'm just kidding. I was here all night.
Not funny.
Она была в каком-то тарографе, в каком-то приложении. И, скорее всего, может быть, мы узнаем. Хотя никак не узнаем, там всегда конфиденциальная информация, это же, наверное, как с психологами и прочим.
I'm truly sorry, but I didn't see you here last night.
What are you implying?
It's just suspicious.
Does anyone really care that Dorota is dead?
I'm truly sorry about Dorota.
I didn't really know her. I saw her pictures in the newspaper. Can't remember what for right now.
Ну, она талантливая музыкантка, виолончелистка. Наверное, вот в этом роде. С кем я еще могу поговорить? А если я поговорю с начальством? А надо ли?
Miss Castle. More unexpected pleasures.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say? I was nowhere near Dorota.
You said you were with another one of the readers. All I'm saying is that Violet didn't recall seeing any of you.
Violet doesn't remember where she was.
Did she tell you that? She's playing with you to get you to open up.
What did Dorota's boyfriend say about me?
Something about a message you wouldn't deliver? Did you want him to be a special friend? Is that why you killed his girlfriend?
I didn't kill Dorota.
Yeah, let's do this again. Chief, I didn't kill Dorota. I was in my room. Oh, but you can't prove it, Bronwyn. You're going to jail for a long, long time.
Вот, кстати, она... Стоп, про это приложение мы вообще случайно узнали. Я так понял, что у нее у одной нет алиби. Блин, очень странно. И Виолетта ее не видел. Блин, Виолетте что-то я вообще не понимаю, как доверять. Давайте к Рейну сходим.
You can tell Sam about Birmingham. What did you tell the police you were doing?
I told them the truth, that I was in my room. I'm not sure if they can fact check it, but it's the only alibi I've got. Kind of wish we'd all stuck together now.
When should we do another reading?
Looks that way. Have you been feeling possessed lately?
Why possessed?
Не понял.
You're kidding, right?
You can tell Sam about Birmingham.
Well, what can I tell Sam that you haven't already?
You know Sam likes a fact check.
I don't really know Sam. But if you're sure, then I guess I'm sure.
Ладно. В целом-то... Давайте станем Сэмом. Кого нам особо... Хотя, если она поговорит с... Ну-ка.
Hello, I'm Violet.
У них
Violet.
какая-то интересная связь получилась с Бронвин. Попробуем на нее надавить. Нельзя. Ладно. Может быть, Рейн? Они тоже говорили о каких-то интересных вещах, но я так понимаю...
I changed your sheets last night, and you weren't here.
Вот блеф это или не блеф? Мы не знаем. Мы же не в теле в другом. Мы просто принимаем облик.
That's impossible. I was in that room praying the entire time, and those sheets have definitely not been changed, I can assure you. Are you trying to frame me?
Ладно, не получается. Не получается. Может быть, с Лекси? У Лекси нету. А можем... Есть смысл к Оскару? Мы же не знакомы. Ну, собственно, нельзя. Оно и неудивительно. Так, идти к себе в комнату. Давайте станем Сэмом. Может, кстати, детективом? Попробовать. Следующая глава. Давайте с начальником поговорим.
There he goes. Got any proof? Good work, Sam. I'm impressed. Rain says he was praying in his room, alone.
Это я знаю.
Nobody corroborates. Roman and Lexi lied about their alibis. I'm thinking what to do about it. Apparently, Lexi used a Ouija board to get Dorota's name. The tarot readers mentioned Birmingham. You're looking into it. There's some talk about a traveller, whatever that is. Oscar's not a suspect. He was playing football last night with lots of witnesses. According to Oscar, Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet, which...
То есть, по сути, это все, что мы слышали.
Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. And finally, you pulled the name Zach Weston from somewhere, saying he's the town photographer? I've never run into him. Still, I guess I'm not in the papers that much. That's it.
Ладненько, следующая глава.
It's 7 o'clock, and here's the latest August update. Chief DuPont of August Police is urging residents to be vigilant tonight following the brutal murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw. Whilst he stresses there is no immediate threat to the community at large, residents should be on the lookout until the killer is in police custody. Miss Shaw was found strangled in her bedroom home last night. Poe, I heard she was found by her mother.
Truly awful. Mother caught me up to all sorts of mischief in my bedroom. Also in the news, emergency services were called to the crossroads at Grange Avenue and Church Street following a collision between two cars. There are no reports of any serious injuries, but you might want to take a different route for now.
Oh no. It's going to be one of those nights, Poe.
Stay with me, doll. I'll keep you safe.
I'm not going anywhere. That's
Флирт
7 o'clock with Poe and
в
Monroe.
радиоэфире. Ладненько, мы продолжаем. Нет, следующая глава. Проведать Зака. Я бы хотел проведать Зака, ну, кем-нибудь другим, как я уже говорил. Давайте снова проведаем Оскара. А откуда я знаю об этом? Давайте про Зака спросим.
No? Who's that? Okay, so this Zach guy was connected to Dorota. Took pictures of her. Were they sleeping together?
Откуда я знаю?
You can tell me if she was. I don't care. Look, I mean, if you're going around asking all these questions...
Ты сам к другой женщине полез сразу же,
I want you
буквально.
to tell me. She's not a case. She's my girlfriend. Please, if you find out anything at all, let me know. You walk away at the end of all this, but it stays with me for the rest of my life. Who are boudoir photos? She sent some private photos to me by phone. Do you mean them?
Типа ММСки? Это странно.
I get it now. That's why you're asking about Zach Weston. Maybe I should pay him a visit.
Вот это, по идее, я не могу же этого знать. Я не буду об этом спрашивать.
I found out I'm not a good liar. I wanted to be guilty, but I don't think she is.
Эх. Что ж. Зака я проведу потом. Угу. Или сразу. Сразу скажу к Заку.
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
I came over last night, but you weren't here.
Ну, это совсем странно.
Everyone in town's heard. She's a local celebrity now.
Local celebrity?
Violet? Of course not. I only have eyes for you.
Я так и знал, что между ними
That's
есть
not what I
химия.
heard. That's not what I heard.
Не будем оскорблять. Или будем?
That's not what.
Ладно.
This again. I told you, I'm not seeing anyone else. I have gorgeous women in my studio all the time, but you're special. Not because you won't take off your clothes, I'm expecting that at some point. It's just, you're so clever and well educated. And the icing on the cake, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met.
I came over last night.
Well, that explains why there was no answer when I called you. I was definitely here.
Виолетты не было прошлой ночью. Она с детективом, что ли, была, я не могу понять. Опа, а где он? Нельзя с ним поговорить, ладно. Так, я не помню, кто кому дал разрешение говорить о Бирмингеме. По идее, Бронвин дала разрешение Рейну, потому что Бронвин главнее. Пойдем к Рейну. Расскажи мне о Бирмингеме.
Fine, Sam. Birmingham. Mercury took us to Birmingham. We didn't know what for. We never really know what for. But we turned up. It started with a girl, Ginny. She was South African. I only mention it because that was its thing. Yeah. We didn't know at the time, but in hindsight, it was after South African girls. 3 to be exact. The Traveller wanted 3. You should ask Bronwyn. She's the one that knows about rights. I just know it normally involves 3, and all 3 share a common attribute. I guess you might call them demons, in as much as they can get inside us. They come from other worlds. Kind of, yeah. Quantum physics is real, didn't you know? There are many universes. In technical terms, a traveller is a trans-dimensional being far more superior to us, in as much as they can choose which reality to hang out in. We just get this one.
С одной стороны, это все очень нереалистично и странно, с другой стороны, я играю за оборотня. Поэтому тут может быть все что угодно.
Yes, disturbingly. It's actually a lot more complicated than that. They choose a reality/universe where they actually evolve to become the person they're possessing. So they jump in a few million years before our timelines intersect. They can't just jump into someone. It takes a few hours for that. They make the decision before they travel, which is why we can catch them. Yes, probably. The tarot doesn't just sat-nav us to normal murders. I met him yesterday, doing the rounds, looking for reading work. Actually, oh no. He did mention the rota. He said there was this girl he was planning to meet up with. Said she was alone every Monday night because her parents go to the cinema. Do you know what that means? It was Dorota Shaw.
Сразу же к нему.
Sorry, we're closed. Come back tomorrow or make an appointment online. Yes. What do you want? The Shaws. Oh, you mean that girl who got killed? What was her name? Dorothy? I see a lot of faces in my studio, but I'm not good with names. Wait. Dorota? I remember now.
Вроде все равно Дорота называют ее. Ну, Дороти как-то привычный слух.
For the August Chronicle, she won some sort of award. I remember her cello. It kept reflecting the flash and ruining the shot. No, I went to her house along with the reporter. It's better with these human interest stories to capture them in a natural habitat. If you ask me to drive there without my sat-nav, no. No, actually, I've been running a special offer on portraits since she came in for a studio session. Wait there.
Это то, что я ожидаю увидеть.
As you can see, there's photos here. Her on the cello. Now this one's in colour. Beautiful hair. Oh, legs wrapped around. Another one here. Ooh, hang on.
Не, они довольно приличные в целом.
Do you see what I see?
Пока не могу понять.
Nothing. She's just a
Ну это
very
да.
attractive girl. That's all.
Ну, рыжий нравится, я понял.
What do you mean? I don't think I like what you're implying, Detective. Is that all? Friends? Yes. I know Violet very well. Violet takes it very well, actually. I like him like that. With a frosty exterior comes a soft, warm center.
Тут всегда будет к этому сводиться. Ладно, давайте
Sorry,
спросим.
my analogy wasn't explicit enough for you. Yes, we have sex.
Ну да, аналогия понятна.
Rain. Yes, the Tower Reader. Delightful fella, but I couldn't offer him anything. He asked if he could do readings for my customers while they waited. Can't have that really, it's retail ambush. He offered, but I declined. There's no such thing as fate, Detective. If there was, you could stop investigating right now. If you're supposed to find a killer, you will. Why put in the effort? Here. I'm usually here most nights.
Была ли здесь Виолетта?
Only the roof rats.
Мы этого не узнаем.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her boyfriend to the murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Вот, кстати, действительно, когда расследуют какое-то убийство, первыми подозреваемыми всегда становятся близкие люди. Если убили мужа, то жена, соответственно, и так далее и тому подобное. Причем иногда не безосновательно. Давайте продолжим расследование, потом, правда, придется все это слушать снова. Но мне кажется, что мы с вами сейчас толком ничего не узнали, как мне кажется. Проведать Зака, проведать Оскара. Я сейчас играю за Сэма. Я поговорил с Заком. Может, начальником еще раз? Зак был в своей студии.
That's what he says, but no one can back him up. He's on my radar now. I think you're supposed to tell me that. If he was taking photos of Dorota, maybe he fell for her? And the feeling wasn't mutual. Artists have muses, apparently. Wish I had one. And I'm all for a good boudoir picture, but who are they for? There's definitely a strong connection
И я
between
только
those
за
two.
хорошие фотографии.
Well, unless they were for Oscar, I don't know. Unless there's someone else about to come out of the woodwork.
Тайный любовник.
Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. Rain met Zach already, touting for work. Zach told Rain Dorota would be alone last night. Zach says he's sleeping with Violet, which I doubt. Zach did other photo sessions with Dorota. Boudoir. I wonder what else he's not telling us. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. You're still following up Birmingham. Keep me posted. Yeah, he mentioned the word traveller to me, but he's nothing. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Do we really have to?
Не ожидал тебя, конечно. Ну, возможно, у них, кстати, не в отношениях так бывает.
How vulgar. Yes, I suppose that is what he'd say. But I've never let him lay a finger on me. He says we're in a relationship, but he doesn't
Не
act
позволяла
like it.
прикасаться. Ну как-то.
He says he loves me, that I'm the only one for him. But he doesn't look at me in the same way he looks at his photographs. I can see it.
Ну, она гордая.
He hungers for a younger, filthier version of me. Can't be someone else. Yes, he likes showing them to me. It's obviously not something I want to talk about. They're his sex slaves. I'd like to think that. I know who Zach does it for.
Ух, ё. Какая странная девочка. А я могу с девочкой поговорить? В детей вселяться нельзя. Это я знаю.
We've got to stop meeting like this. Seriously though, Sam, I'm working. Can't it wait?
Я же отверг твой
Just need
флирт
to wait,
вроде.
okay?
Это реально какой-то флирт? Ладненько. Я запомню.
Sam, look, I can't talk right now. I'm doing phone readings. Gotta pay for a job somehow. Lexi's locked in till 8 too. I can sort you out afterwards, yeah?
Какие-то вы все подозрительные. Ладно. А если... Давайте продолжим эту линию пути.
I'm Zach Weston. Just sharpening my powers of persuasion.
Поговорим с Фиолетой?
Zach! What are you doing here? Quick, don't let anyone see you.
Why don't you want anyone to see me?
What? You're the one who said we shouldn't be seen together. What are you doing here?
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
Спросите, да.
I wanted to make sure we were still okay.
Я вообще не понял, у них такие странные отношения. Этот говорит, что они сексом занимаются. Она говорит, что я не позволяю прикасаться к себе. И вообще, довольно гордая девушка. Он бы хотел меня другой совершенно видеть. Почему я разбираюсь в этих вопросах, а не в том, кто убийца, я не знаю. Но, возможно, это нас приведет к разгадке. Зак очень подозрительный и как-то связан с Дороти тоже. Интересно, кто знает про свадебное платье. Ладно, давайте спросим
What
все-таки.
did you do? What did you say to Sam?
Are you happy Dorota's dead? Everyone's. Are you happy Dorota's dead?
Вот это ужасно звучит. Ну, он мудак, поэтому спросим.
I didn't say that. But we both know what Dorota was like. She practically threw herself at you.
Опа.
She didn't throw herself at me.
The boudoir sessions. Some girls get the wrong idea. I saw how she was looking at you. She wanted it.
You were there. You were there.
No, silly. But I saw the photos.
Everyone's talking about Dorota.
I know. But I suppose people like that attract trouble.
Но она Дороти не любит. Это я понял.
People like what? Is that why you killed her?
Ну вот нельзя вот так в лоб спрашивать, она же не скажет. Давайте заставим ее договорить фразу.
Homewreckers. Anyway, I hope you didn't just come here to talk about Dorota.
Ну, видимо, так, потому что разговор закончен. А если я поговорю им с Оскаром? А откуда он знает адрес? А, ну, неудивительно, собственно, не может. А если я поговорю с начальником сам? Ну да, тоже неудивительно нельзя. Зато интересно, что у него фотографии уже откуда-то есть на столе. Это интересно, как это их приобщили к делу. Они все незнакомы. Ну что, как бы, да, неудивительно. Я не могу выбрать Бронвин. Интересно, почему? Я не могу выбрать ту девушку, она тоже недоступна. А было ли так в прошлый раз? Я что-то не помню уже.
Hello, I'm Rain.
Если я правильно думаю, возможно, сейчас как раз будет групповое чтение. И мне надо зайти к кому-нибудь из девушек. Я думаю, надо зайти к Бронвину. У нее сейчас сеанс, но, возможно, его она пустит. Нет, не пустит. То есть я вообще ни с кем не могу поговорить, да?
You have a lovely guest house.
Действительно
It's
так.
quaint, isn't it? It's all my parents had when they died. They're literally sitting in my inheritance.
How did your parents die?
Стоит ли это спрашивать? Давайте не будем.
They believed in tough love. I'd get the belt. The littlest thing. Still toughened me up.
Any siblings?
No. I'm an only child. I always remember being dressed as a boy once for Auntie Margaret's wedding. I was to be page boy because Flower Girl had already been taken.
Для девочки это обидно.
My parents preferred me that way. It was only when I cried they said they were joking. They always wanted a son.
Да, кстати, может же такие вещи стать катализатором к шизофрении. Я читал книжку «Что не так с Гэллоуинами», собственно. Не дочитал еще. И там как раз ученые, исследовали предрасположенность к шизофрении, связывали ее и с гиперопекой матери. Там была семья, в которой было 12, по-моему, детей, что ли. И действительно, эта гиперопека и прочее имело место быть. От всех детей родители требовали слишком многого. Ну и там талантливая семья на самом деле. Талантливые музыканты, художники и прочее, и прочее. Это не важно. Вот говорили о том, только ли это генетика, либо это все на почве как раз-таки вот этих вещей, связанных с родителями. И вот о чем это я. Большая часть детей, но не все, в какой-то момент заболели шизофренией. Сначала заболел старший, он, возможно, сильнее всех, потому что он так и не женился, и вообще у него жизнь не очень пошла. Потом дальше пошел следующий сын, и там далее сыновья. Всего было 2 девочки в семье из 12 детей. Или 10, по-моему, 12. Я что-то уже подзабыл. Вот. И проводили исследования, в том числе с другими семьями. Везде были похожие истории. И к чему я все это говорил? Возможно, поведение ее родителей каким-то образом повлияло на ее психику. Ну и, соответственно, возможно, у нее была генетическая предрасположенность к шизофрении, что привело к ее теперешнему состоянию. Вот. Это моя гипотеза. Она, скорее всего, никак не выстрелит. Пойдемте. Давайте поговорим с Заком. Я уже знаю, что они знакомы.
Rain! I'm surprised to see you here. I take it you know about Dorota already. All that stuff we talked about yesterday, that's strictly between you and me.
What stuff?
That's the spirit. Now, I think it's best if we don't get caught speaking to each other. Overcautious, I'm sure, but I think it's for the best nonetheless. Maybe we can get together for a lad's night out after this is all blown over. Yeah?
Okay.
Подозрительный перец.
Great. Well, I'll see you soon.
Мне кажется, что мы сейчас ничего больше не узнаем. Ну, тут у нас реально очень немного вариантов. А если я попробую поговорить с детективом?
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Вот, кстати, будет подозрительно. Да, они действительно все ушли. Не хочет с нами говорить. С кем я могу поговорить? С Рейном. Рейн тоже куда-то исчез. Шеф вообще не самый полезный персонаж.
Hello. I know you. You're the police chief.
I understand that you knew Dorota Shaw. I understand that...
We met briefly, yes. I freelanced for the August Chronicle, and they did a story about her.
Was that the first time you met her? The scholarship...
That's right. We exchanged a few
Зря это запомнил.
I happened to mention my portrait services, so she booked a session with me.
When was this?
A few weeks ago. For the paper. Record shots that any idiot with a phone can take. My studio is where the magic happens. Mainly portraiture, but I dabble in other areas.
Boudoir photography?
Sometimes, if that's what the client wants. Are you asking for yourself, or...?
It's for the case.
Of course.
Я думаю, что ловить нам больше нечего, честно сказать. Мне не очень понятно, с кем я могу еще поговорить, поэтому я думаю, мы сейчас закончим эту главу. И перейдем к следующей главе.
It's 8 o'clock and time for another August update. Police investigating the death of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw have said there's no evidence to connect her
Это все мы
boyfriend
уже
to the
слышали.
murder. Chief DuPont's statement was delivered in response to speculation from local residents that it was a crime of passion. Miss Shaw's strangled body was found by her mother around 10 p.m. last night in what the chief is calling a puzzling crime.
I can't believe people are gossiping already, Poe.
It's always the person closest to the victim, isn't that what they say?
But that poor boy. A reminder also that due to the murder, this weekend's Tulip Festival has been postponed. New dates will be announced soon. The weather's getting worse tonight with heavy rain forecast. So if you're heading out, you might want to take a jacket. Or a cab.
Or wear the jacket in the cab. That's 8 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Следующая глава.
Sam, I've got news. We've done a reading.
Я это понял.
The Five of Swords. That's the same card as yesterday.
Кто-то умрет? Вообще карты какие-то интересные. Галоперидольные такие. Рыцарь жезлов.
This doesn't look good.
It's fine. This happens all the time. There are 78 cards in a deck. The same ones come up a lot.
I get it, but we drew the exact same cards yesterday. What are the odds of pulling all three again?
1 in 474,552. I know. I get asked a lot.
Какая третья карта должна быть?
That's the Ten of Swords.
А, ну вот десятка мечей, видимо.
It's happening again. There's going to be another murder. Then Lexi did her thing, and now we have a name. Alice Munro.
Элис Монро — это предыдущая. Давайте сразу посетим начальника.
Sam, do me a favour, go easy on Violet. If we need to get anything out of her, let me deal with it. She'll open up to me.
Ладно.
We've got a new target. Alice Munro. Rain still says he was praying in his room, alone. Bronwyn and Lexi lied about being together last night. Violet says she doesn't remember last night, but I've got that in hand. Zach Weston says he was in his studio last night. No one corroborates. Oscar's in the clear. He was playing football last night. He said that Dorota had a wedding dress in her closet. Not many people would know that. That's it.
Тут все подкатывают к Виолетте, я правильно понимаю? О, давайте проведаем Элис. А что это за девочка и где она живет?
You must be Sam.
Еще одна рыжая девушка. Просто наняли привлекательных рыжих актрис.
I just got off the phone with Chief DuPont. I can't believe it. First Dorota, now me. Yes. We were friends. I hadn't known her for long. Only a few weeks. We met at the gala. I was hosting and she was playing the cello, you know? I guess we talked for a little while and then she asked me for a drink after the show. After we'd had a few drinks, she invited me back to her house. I thought we were just gonna chat, watch a movie, that sort of thing. Then she kissed me. I was so shocked. She was so attractive. So I kissed her back. This is just between us, right? We fooled around. I don't have many friends, Sam. Everyone thinks because I'm on the radio, I have tons of friends, so nobody ever approaches me. I get lonely. But Dorota was my friend, and I liked making her happy. I'm not going into detail, Sam.
Я все
We
понял.
pledged each other multiple times.
А дядюшка Фрейд-то был прав. Все сводится.
Oscar, yeah. She was a bit confused. When we started seeing each other, she didn't like him touching her anymore. I didn't mind. But she did. So I told her if he wanted to get sexual, then maybe she should try something else. I said some guys like to watch, so tell him it would be sexy if he could look but he couldn't touch. As far as I know, it worked.
Что? Huh.
The killer was in her wardrobe? What? Well, then it had to be Oscar. He's the only one it could be.
А откуда ты знаешь про шкаф?
That doesn't make any sense. Then she was seeing someone else? No. Someone she knew. Knew she'd be alone? A stalker?
А если она не знает, что у нее было свадебное платье, я пропалю. Ну, как будто вот это интересный вопрос,
It
ладно.
was her mom's. She was saving it in case she ever got married. No. Sorry. I did have a strange dream last night, though. My life was playing on a TV screen, and every time I did something, another version of me started playing over the first. In the end, there were so many versions it became a fog. It filled my lungs. I couldn't breathe. And then I woke up. What do you think that means, Sam?
Видимо, да. Видишь, что я с
I don't know
фазами сна
what.
не очень.
I mean, I'm anxious now. Maybe it was predicting Dorota's death. Or mine.
Я боюсь это. Но с другой стороны, если я совру, получается, она об этом и не узнает. Может быть, прямой вопрос? Не, мне кажется, ее лучше успокоить.
That sounds reassuring. I hope it's not just words, Sam. You've kind of just asked about Dorota since you got here. We're co-hosts on the radio. Oh, sorry. You know that already. We've been partners for 2 years now. He's a good friend. Can't we be both, Sam? Poe's his radio name. He's actually John Poe. He's on air now, but you can come back at 8:30 if you want to see him. On air? We both were. We broadcast live hourly news reports. It's how we keep our funding. Not very well. He's done a few shoots of me and Poe to promote the show. No. Zach keeps asking, but I just don't want to. Not for him, but Dorota did. She gave me the pictures as a gift. She looked amazing.
А вот этот человек.
Sam, you forgot your phone.
Это было страшновато. Спросим его о Элис.
Monroe. Everyone knows her. She's a local radio star here. I always get the shot, Sam. One way or another.
Вот что-то запись. Что это за девочка и где она живет? Давайте спросим. А Оскара нету дома. Ладно, я могу вернуться позже. Или не могу. Ага. О, кстати.
The soothing quality to it. It managed to chase away the silence and took his mind off the endless depths beneath him. By the time Dimitri was done with his task, he'd gotten so used to the sound of the scratching pencil that it still lingered in his head. A welcome reprieve from the unnerving silence, he thought, until he realized two things.
You're only alive because we want you to be.
Опасно. Я хочу поговорить с Виолеттой просто.
Hi, I'm Chief DuPont.
Get out there, please! He swore he heard laughter coming from down below. As Dimitri...
Claude.
Violet, there's been a UFO sighted on a night that you can't remember.
Что?
Shh! Claude, I told you never to speak about this. Wait. So you think it's real?
I need you to tell Sam what happened.
Help what? Me? I'll think about it.
Told anyone about the whispers in the dark for fear of being mocked, or worse, being declared mentally unfit. He had already played back the audio tape from his recorder on the way back to his quarters, and was unable to discern any unusual sound.
Chief, what a surprise to see you. Again.
Why didn't you tell me Ellis was next?
I told you Dorota was first. And that didn't turn out very well, did it? Let's hope Sam does a better job than you did.
Gratitude. It appeared the writing consisted of one word repeated over. Some earlier linguistic discoveries made at other lunar sites. Dr. Utani was...
Возможно, зря я включил радио, теперь страшнее стало немного. Так. А если... я возьму Элис и поговорю с Заком?
Hi, I'm Ellis. I'm Ellis.
He couldn't wait to go back home.
О, 8:30.
He awoke later that night, startled by the sounds of loud whispering, and switched on the light next to his bed. It wasn't working.
Нету.
So he instead listened intently. The whispers had stopped. All he heard now was the soft, familiar buzzing of a ceiling lamp. Dimitri wondered how the light could be on if his room was still shrouded in darkness. He rubbed the hills of his hands against his eyes, trying hopelessly to rub the blackness out of them. His befuddlement slowly turned to horror as he came to the terrifying realization that he had gone blind. He felt his bare feet touch the cold floor, and quickly...
Так. Давайте подумаем. Давайте я стану Сэмом. Я особо никого не спрашивал, будучи Сэмом.
No one answered. He continued into the common area of the base, which he knew to be consistently up.
Что за девочка? Второй раз уже.
Excellent work. Gold star for you. Oh, hello. This is my goddaughter, Sophia. She's only 9 and she's a maths genius. Hello. I have to pop to my room to get something. Be nice to her while I'm gone. Otherwise I might have to smother you in your sleep.
Не шути так, сейчас станешь подозреваемой.
What's your name?
Меня зовут Сэм.
I'm Sophia. Pleased to meet you. Do you want to know a secret?
Да.
Violet was taken by aliens in a ship. She doesn't want anyone to know.
Sorry about that. Sophia, your mother will be here for you soon, so run along and wait. Now, Sam, how can I help you?
Эх.
Of course. Poe and Monroe. She's on the radio. I don't really want to.
Пожалуйста.
About a month ago, the guest house was empty and I was alone in my bedroom. All I could hear was dripping. Cold tap. Drip. 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 And then it began. I could smell iron, a strong metallic smell.
Кровь?
Then I could taste it on my tongue. And then weightlessness. Like time and space had stopped. That was the first time they took me.
Типа
It's
инопланетяне.
happened 5 times. Even on clozapine. Get that strange aura, then I'm gone. I had tests for epilepsy, amongst other things. But all the scans were normal. As far as I know, I've gone. It's difficult to explain. I'm stuck in the wall of an enormous room made from these wooden vines, except the vines slowly move and drip with pain. My head is pushed out like I'm a trophy. If I look to my side, there are others, heads, all prisoners, being experimented on.
Эксперименты с инопланетянами. Ладно.
They rearrange us like decorations. Suck us backwards into the darkness and then thrust us back through the wall. And when they return me home,
Ты ничего не
I'm
помнишь.
cuts, bruises, memories. She has a wicked imagination for her age. I was seeing and hearing things that weren't there. That's why I'm taking pills.
То есть ты считаешь, что пришельцев не было?
I needed to confide in
Или я не так
someone,
понял?
so I told Chief Dupont. Just Chief Dupont. And now you, apparently. Why are you talking about this again? You understand, every time you mention abduction, it opens up a vault of crushing memories that I'd rather stay locked up. No. Not even the moon.
Hallucination, said Dr. Whitfield as he placed a hand on Dimitri's shoulder. Nothing to worry about. Dimitri just stared into empty space.
Я
His
так
eyes filled with
понимаю,
dread.
у нас есть 15 минут.
They all arrived at the living quarters about an hour later. On the way over, Dimitri had listened to his recordings and couldn't make out anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps the others were right. Perhaps it was all just in his head. Yet he couldn't shake the fear.
So what's the news about Ellis? I feel so useless sitting here. I want to help. Yes, please use me. Tell me what to do.
А, ну, мне кажется, доски Уиджи проще. Они с Заком, мне кажется, даже не знакомы. Хотя с Заком более реалистичный вариант. Ну, блин, доска Уиджи, как я понимаю, пока не подводила. Хотя мы не знаем. Мы не можем проверить, что то было не совпадением, что они не после этого придумали. А Элис еще жива, поэтому насколько правдиво это все, мы тоже не знаем. Но, блин, она к Заку пойдет, а если Зак убийца, не... Давайте доска. Даже если эти сведения будут такие себе, ну, может, чем-то поможет.
You got it. Me and the spirit world are gonna have a serious chat. I'll get back to you when I find something.
Спасибо.
So, what I think is happening here is that you.
A little bit. What did you want to know?
Что за обряд? Да.
A rite can take many forms, but from what we know about these travelers, it seems to be performing some kind of coming-of-age ceremony.
Она как-то по-другому называется. Типа обряд инициации. Обряд совершеннолетия. Там девушка явно старше 18.
Yes, a rite
Во,
of
обряд
passage.
посвящения, да.
Running havoc in our dimension is rewarded in theirs. Not fair, is it?
То есть смерть в нашем.
Three attempts? Yes, that's likely. But 3 victims? That's up to you, Sam. No pressure.
Да,
Was it a gold coin?
я не помню. Блин, я не помню. Вроде да.
That's more of a serial killer thing than a possessed by a traveler thing. It's a bit showy, but there's no guarantees. I've heard on the radio, but other than that, I don't know anything about her. I want to help though. That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Although we can be sure of one thing.
Они оба рыжие.
Not necessarily. If it's a traveler, then they just jump into any vessel, have their fun and go. It just needs to be someone nearby. Yes, of course, anything.
Это смысл.
Why Violet? Do you think she's in danger? You don't think she's involved, do you? Leave it with me, I'll see what I can find out. And don't worry, I'll be super discreet.
А если она убийца?
No. I can do a reading if you want.
Давай. Сейчас опять такой шут.
Chariot.
Колесница.
Is Zach a suspect?
Действительно.
I'm sensing there's a lot of tension, pent-up frustration, like he's trying to keep everything together, and if he can just do that... I'm sorry, that's not much help to you, is it?
It's approximately 4,500 years old and comes from an ancient burial ground called Saqqara.
С кем я могу поговорить?
This particular one has traces of the same limestone as the Great Sphinx of Giza.
Ну да.
Pop told me.
That's incredible.
Да, я с ним разговаривал.
Welcome to Poe's Curiosity Shop.
Ладно, я поговорю с
what do we
двумя.
have here?
Возможно, Рейн мне тоже поможет. Почему я стал ему доверять?
Yes, I met her at the radio station. I was offering my services. Earning a living's tricky when you travel around as much as we do. And last time I checked, Violet wasn't offering us room and board for free. In Birmingham, it was a man called Yuri Harris. He worked as a butcher. He beheaded all 3 girls within hours of each other. And we couldn't stop it. He pleaded not guilty for reason of temporary insanity. The Butcher of Birmingham received 3 life sentences and won't be seeing the light of day anytime soon. We know it wasn't him, though. We know it was a traveller.
This is one of many painted leaden plates
То
from
есть
the
путешественник
Khazars.
это кто-то
The statue is
типа
over 1,000 years
меня.
old. And it's not an erotic scene.
С Виолеттой
It's
я
not people
поговорил.
hugging. It's not combat. It's actually a man grabbing the heart.
Надо подумать, кем я могу стать. А если я сам пойду к Заку?
Hi, I'm Lexi. I'm Lexi.
You're listening to Radio August. Dark Nights with Poe and Monroe.
The Catch. Read by John Mark Clausen.
Sorry, we're closed. Unless you're here for something else.
I'm a friend of Dorota's.
Dorota. Sorry about what happened.
Dorota told me things about you.
Things? That's ominously vague. I'm not sure what you mean. Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Lex.
Lexi. I like it. It's got an edge.
Dorota says she knew you. Dorota says she knew you.
Yeah, she had a portrait session with me. Can I get you a drink?
No thanks.
А вдруг это как-то...
Sure.
Ладно, давай попробуем. Вдруг он откроется. Он себе нальет? Я думал, он себе тоже нальет. Вообще, это довольно опасный шаг, я скажу.
Here, I've only got vodka. You're old enough to drink, right?
Of course. Does it matter?
I like you already.
Ты какой-то, блин...
You're dating Violet, aren't you?
No, we're just friends.
That's not what you told Sam. That's not what Violet thinks.
Violet doesn't always see things clearly. It's fine. I know how to handle her.
Doesn't see what clearly?
I know how to talk to her. She's a sweetheart when you get to know her.
I know what you did to Dorota.
I didn't do anything to Dorota.
You killed her. You said you...
You make it sound so sordid. Dorota didn't do anything she didn't want to.
The cutest thing. We're on to kittens now, Uni? Uni
Уже
meowed.
кое-что.
Ivan pushed himself up and went to get a towel. When he returned,
Логично.
its front paws, trying to drag itself up, its back legs lay helplessly on the floor. No, no, no.
Lexicorn, how thin are these walls?
What do you mean the walls?
I can hear you screaming at your Ouija board. Last night too. I feel like I've heard your whole life story. Does Sam like me? Is Violet a lesbian? Will Ellis die? Will Bronwyn die? That last one, don't worry about that.
Why not? Why?
I'm gonna stick around until you're sick of the sight of me, alright? I'm not in any danger. Ellis is in danger. Sam's in danger.
And done.
Дела.
The kitten's skull
Our job is so...
Tell me about it. Chasing around the unknown, trying to triumph good over evil, generally standing around helpless watching people die.
Why do we do it?
For me, it's a common decency thing. Hi, I'm Bronwyn. Did you know the Earth was overrun by transdimensional evil? Want to help fix it? Sure. I'll read the manual, Lex. People are afraid of ghosts, zombies, and aliens. They never even think to consider the possibility that there are millions of universes, potentially with millions of predators, all far more evolved than we are. What are our chances of victory? Minuscule. But if we don't fight at all, zero.
Действительно.
Down to his knees and lifted the kitten in both hands. Its floppy body bare.
А если я им схожу к Элис?
I'm Oscar. Is there anything else I can do?
She could sleep through Uni's wake-up calls. She was sitting up, cross-legged, thumbing her phone, but put it down on the bed.
Oscar, I'm so sorry. What can I do?
Were you seeing Dorota?
Oscar, it's so much more complicated than that.
Тут любовный треугольник или квадрат, я уже запутался. Почему ты ее не спасла?
Is it real? Why didn't you say it?
I couldn't. I was live on air. I didn't know what was happening. Well, nobody knew what was happening. Don't make this my fault, Oscar. Please.
Thanks, babe, she said, between chews.
Бесполезный был ответ.
Anything for you.
Oscar, good. You got my message. Got some things to show you.
What have you got?
Does, this mean anything to you?
That's Dorota.
And what if I showed you this?
Alice Monroe.
Do you know her?
She's from the radio.
And if I do this?
Они вместе.
No? Anything?
What are you doing?
That'll be all. You can go now.
What would you say is his profession?
Что же он имел в виду? На что же он намекал?
He's wearing a monk, yes.
Well done.
But why is he in pain?
О, быстро она.
Very good question. I can answer that for you. It's a porcelain figure, ancient Chinese, seated and howling.
Ну, неудивительно.
Screaming monk. Legend has it that this
Я
monk
думаю,
called Busan.
надо... Так, Лекси... Может, Виолеттой снова поговорить с...
Hello, I'm Violet. I'm Violet.
Я думаю, поговорить с начальником еще раз, и потом я пойду в другую главу.
Well, I wish I hadn't seen this.
А, не пойду. Ну ладно.
You're listening to Radio...
Даже если я что-то пропустил, ну как бы уже... У меня пока сильно нет идей.
The white robes barely...
It's 9 o'clock and you're listening to Radio August. Investigations into the murder of 21-year-old Dorota Shaw are continuing this evening. Miss Shaw was found dead in her home at approximately 10 p.m. last night in what police are describing as a puzzling case. Residents are urged to be cautious until the perpetrator is caught. I cannot stress this enough, August. Stay safe out there. You mean the world to me. In other news, Monroe has been detained on urgent business, so you're stuck with me until she returns. Never fear, Monroe fans. We still have lots of pre-recordings, so you can relax with her angelic tones. That's 9 o'clock with Poe and Monroe.
Ну, надеемся, что с ней все хорошо. Следующая глава.
Speed dial number. After a few rings, it's answered.
Вот, друзья, на этом, думаю, мы закончим.
It's not good, I'm afraid.
Я же могу?
Cough. Cough. Coughing up blood. The girl gurgles out a shriek and raises up from the dais.
На этом мы
Although it
закончим.
may be, whispers Lum,
Пока слушаем
before hanging up the phone.
радио
He steps backwards wearily, brandishing a
и
revolver
голос
at the girl
О.
and calls out,
Мы с вами поиграли 2,5 часа.
"Who are you?"
Многое узнали.
Looking down at her semi-naked,
Интересно, к чему это
blood-drenched body,
приведет.
the girl sighs and turns her attention to Lung. Did you murder her?
Это у нас
Lung
уже и
squirms a
духи, инопланетяне, и любовные треугольники, квадраты, пятиугольники,
A lot
что бы
of
это ни
people
было.
wanted Zoe dead. I did them a
Очень
favor.
все
I got
интересно.
a meeting with you.
Мы
The
узнаем
girl draws her robe
позже
tightly,
о том,
steps off the
кто стал
dais,
убийцей.
and moves
Обязательно
slowly towards
продолжим.
Lung. And what did you
Пока
want
всего доброго.
exactly?
Спасибо
Lung
всем,
steps
кто был с
backwards in
нами
rhythm with
и
the
кто
girl.
будет это смотреть.
Dying.
И
I don't want to die.
до новых
You said you
встреч.
could grant me eternal life. The girl snarls at him. I did. That was before I knew you were a killer. Her pace quickens. Cough. Cough. Coughing more blood. Lung swipes with his sleeves and stands his ground. Then you can go back to hell, or wherever it is you came from. Bang! Bang!